Bro, I gotta read you guys. We bought a Easy Bake Oven recipe book to go with it. I have got to read you some of these recipes. They're insane. They're like cooked salmon with beetroot soup or something. Like just crazy filet mignon Easy Bake Oven recipe. It's crazy. I'm not even joking. There's no filet mignon, but there is a salmon dish. It's crazy. I was like, what do you mean? The whole like second half of the book are all crazy sounding recipes. It's like the Get My Kid on Master Chef Junior, the book. I think I'm gonna save this for Sweet Tooth. Try to get him with the lightning special combo. You have fun with that. I'm gonna go collect weapons. Bing, ba, 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 bing. Oh. Who keeps freezing me? Yeah, you're pizza boy. Pizza time. Oh, he tried to teleport to get away. Yeah, I tried that too. Doesn't work, buddy. You cannot escape. I tried the same thing. Who's left? Mr. Zombie. Rob himself. Oh, Grim actually survived my special. How'd he go and do that? Alright, I want to save a special for Sweet Tooth. Can I kill him without using a special? There's like no weapons on this freaking map except on the roller coaster. Are these here? Can use these. Ow. Alright, let's see if we can one-shot him. Yo, thank you, Festus. Let's see if we can one-shot Sweet Tooth here. I got two specials. I think I can one-shot him. As long as he doesn't special me first. Yep, he's gone. He's gone. There we go. 2 twisted for Calypso. We got it. New milestone reached. Yeah. All right. Let's go put this one in the trophy list. PS5, Twisted Metal 4. This was my own project. We did the whole thing on stream. Difficulty, so pretty similar to the other Twisted Metals. The only big exception being that you really can't use any codes at all, from my experience. You do just have to beat the game with each, not each car, but 5 cars. And you can't use codes to skip levels. You can use an ally if you want, but there is no difficulty options in this game, so you can't like set it to easy. The game is definitely the easiest Twisted Metal so far, though. Having said that, and you get way more lives. You get 5 lives, so it is the easiest to beat. But also, there's no easy mode, and you can't use codes. So the secrets are pretty easy in this one as well. I did have an issue where this one wasn't popping, but I think it was because I had a code in and didn't realize. So I'll chalk that up to my bad, but there is a chance that that trophy might be glitched. But yeah, beat every level, find every secret, beat the game 5 times. You do have to beat the game with a created car, but the created car is pretty strong. So yeah, not really much to say. Pretty simple and easy. I want to give it like a 2.5 because you can't use codes, but the game itself is much easier, so I think I just give it a 2. And fun-wise, just like the others, pretty lame. There is one funny Easter egg trophy where you create a car that looks exactly like Orbital, and then you get a little Easter egg thing, which I don't really understand, but it's there. But other than that, they're all just the normal trophies, so I'll say 2.5. At least you do get to play through the whole game 5 times, which I guess maybe that's not much of a positive thing, actually. Maybe I'll make it a 2. Did it glitch? No. And then what was our final time? About 4 hours. 4 hours for Twisted Metal 4. Makes sense. Yeah, great game. Maybe the best Twisted Metal of the original 4. Really fun to go back to, honestly. Still a blast even to this day. But it's a PS1 classic port, which means the trophies are pretty lame. But a pretty easy one. Like, if you want to just enjoy Twisted Metal 4 again, if you grew up with Twisted Metal 4 and you want to play it real quick, you can get the platinum in 4 hours and enjoy the game and have a nice little time, you know? It's not going to overstay its welcome. So I think maybe that's part of the strategy with these trophy lists. I know that I give these PS5 ports a lot of crap because the trophy lists are pretty lame. But from the perspective of Sony, maybe their idea is like, make it short and sweet so people have an incentive to just go back, play one of their favorite games of their childhood quickly get the platinum trophy. That's giving them a big benefit of the doubt, though. I think they're just lazy and don't want to make good trophy lists for old games. That's probably more of the answer, but there is a bit of a spin to it. You know, maybe you don't want to play Twisted Metal 4 for 10 hours and do like really intricate, cool trophies. Maybe you just want to play through the game, have a little nostalgia hit, and also get a platinum while you're at it. And if that's the case, these Twisted Metal games are great. You can do all of them in a few hours and get a nice nostalgia kick without sitting and having to grind anything. So, you know, you could do Twisted Metal 1, 2, 3, and 4 within 12 hours and get 4 platinums and play 4 great classic games. So I'll give it credit for that, but I think it's more of just they didn't want to spend the time when it's such a small game. But I don't know, Twisted Metal has a really cool kind of legacy with Sony. They've always used Sweet Tooth as like a semi-avatar character of PlayStation. They even put him in PlayStation All-Stars, even though he didn't really fit that well. They put him in there, and obviously they made the show as well. So maybe they could have put a little more effort into this. Maybe they could have had some really cool, unique trophies and given us a little bit of a challenge to go back to these old games and do some cool stuff. But like I said, from their perspective, it's also kind of nice to just have a small, quick and easy platinum for people to come back and enjoy the series. And most people are getting these off of the classic store if they have the platinum or the premium pass or whatever anyway. So they're not really incentivized to make a really intricate trophy list because a lot of people are getting them for quote unquote free. But anyways, that's that. That's Twisted Metal 4. I really enjoyed playing through these Twisted Metal games. This is a great blast from the past, and I think 4 is probably the best of the 4. So this was fun. And that was our 193rd Platinum Trophy.